Still not a Milwaukee. Slightly different from the other models or the earlier generations. It used to be a 13 and a 15, now it's a 13 and a 19. Use power tools where you can. Brake hose is in the way here, so you can't really use a power tool. It's one. Once the caliper is loose, you should be able to just lift it off of the bracket, off of the pads. No need to do anything with the parking brake cable. Pads should move freely. This one is completely stuck, and that's why you get the uneven wear. And also why the inner pad is wearing more than the outer, because when the caliper is pushed, the pad gets pushed against the rotor, but it doesn't return, so it wears. M14 triple square for the bracket bolts. Make sure you get a nice solid connection in the bolt. These are rusty, I'm gonna have to clean them out first. If you buy tools with lifetime warranty, you don't have to worry about abusing them. These are always super tight. One more. Clean the threads, put some anti-seize on them. Service manual says to replace them, so obviously do that as well if you can. Otherwise, it should be okay to reuse. Tight is tight. That's a T30, I think. T30. If it doesn't come off like that, hit it from behind. Before you collapse the calipers or push the pistons back in, you want to take some fluid out of the reservoir. There are various tools that can be used to push the piston in. You also don't need a tool. You can just use channel lock pliers, grab the edge of the piston, turn the piston. You turn the piston one turn and then squeeze the piston. Turn the piston, squeeze the piston. Turn the piston, squeeze the piston. Turn the piston, squeeze the piston. A tool like this will be easier to use in the long run. And if you're going to keep the car for several years, it pays for itself. As you push the piston in, make sure the boot is lifted and you let the air out. Use a screwdriver if need be. You want to just turn it until it stops. That's it. Installation is universal removal. Disc, pads, clean the mounting bracket, I'll show you that. Remove the old brake pad tin hardware. If the new pads don't come with it, obviously you're gonna have to reuse it. If it's totally rusty and broken, replace it. Should come with new pads. If it doesn't, try a different manufacturer. You don't have to take lots off, you just have to make sure that the area or the surface is smooth. Use whatever high temperature lube works good for you or works well for you. Once the caliper is on, you pump the handbrake to bring the piston out, or what I do is I turn the piston out until there's just a millimeter of free play. That way I don't have to pump the handbrake.